All right. Welcome to Be So Light. I am your host, Priestess Makala, also known as Felicia, also known as Niana. Where do I start? If you're part of the Be So Light tribe, thank you for being here. Warriors, please watch the perimeters. Somebody is going to be getting a visit because I told you not to put your stuff on my page. So just know it's being handled. All right. Moving on, because there's, troll and parasites and stuff like that out in the world that are just crazy beings. And a lot of crazy beings are going to be coming forward doing their craziness. So you come on right ahead. As we, the light workers, we have a lot of light to smack your ass down. That's right. It's smack ass down time. Smack ass down time. We light workers will smack your ass down. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Just had to, I don't know, get that off into the universe to let some people know it's smack ass time. All right. So I've never came up with that before, but I like it. And I think I might keep that. You can borrow it. It's called smack ass time. We can say it prim and proper. It's smack ass time. Smack your ass. Because you've been bad. Okay, so the universe has your number. And you're probably wondering, what is this all about, Felicia? What are you trying to tell us? What's going on? First of all, let me say thank you for following me on my Instagram. Thank you for supporting it. Thank you for following me here and liking and putting your thumbs up. Thank you. Before I start in on what we're going to talk about. So this morning, because it's Monday, I got up and, I'm in the midst of packing. And I did my prayer and, connected, did my whole thing. And I was just in that space and I said, okay, I give up. Where do you want me to be? 10 o'clock. I opened the door. I have a friend that came by to pick up a package. And they sat down with me and said, you were in my meditation and I saw your face and I got a message and I needed to tell you what that message is, but I was scared to tell you what the message is because you're probably not going to like the message. So I sat there, and if you're wondering why I'm kind of sweating a little bit, it's because I've been running hot all day ever since I've had this encounterment and got the message. It's like I was saying, okay, what's the message? Now remember, I said my prayers and I got told the message on where I need to be, what I needed to do, how everything is just going to be put on pause because I need to go do this. And I didn't want to take the time to do it because I'm trying to be structural and put everything in order and do everything like I'm supposed to be doing. And I said, well, and it was like, you need to go do this. And you have to do this. It's going to take you 2 to 3 months possible to go do this. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh my God, what does that look like? What do you mean by that? It's going to take you some time, possibly 2 months. I'm like, but you need to go do this because you need to go do it, not just for yourself, but for what you're doing and bringing for the people, what you got to do. So as soon as the message was delivered to me, I started heating up. And I mean, as we're sitting there talking, I'm literally feeling like I'm getting on fire. So I'm sitting there and I'm just listening, and the message is coming, telling me what the message is, and I'm like, fanning myself, and I'm like, just fanning, and I'm like, holy Cholito, this is like majorly must be something important for me to be doing. Yes. So I said, okay, let me sit and process this, because now my whole Shasta thing is going to be amazing. I just saw a beautiful orb fly by again. It's going to be amazing. So now I'm going to be in Shasta for the first time ever for a whole entire week. I've been going up there forever. I usually stay like on a weekend. I stay a couple days, I never have stayed like an entire week up in Shasta. I am going to be so lit up staying up in that energy for a whole freaking week. I'm like, wow, this is going to be like a serious sabbatical, because I need to get things in place, and I need to go do my prayers. I need to do my work and anchor in for August 8th, because I keep telling everybody, August 8th, it's time to shield up. It's time to get ready. It's time to get game plan on. We are in a spiritual warfare. Wake the hell up, people. Those of you that are still sleeping and walking around and not paying attention, it's time to wake up. This is it. We are on the front line. We have been on the front line, but we're right there again. And it's time to game on. What do you want in life? Game on. What are you willing to fight for? Game on. What are you willing to protect? Game on. Let's just put it like this. The children are the number one thing that we need to be protecting on this planet, period. And anybody that goes and harms children, I don't care who they are, they need to be done. They don't need to be on this planet. Let's just get that straight right now. We protect the children. They are our future. They carry our bloodline. They carry the knowledge, the new knowledge on this planet. They need to be protected. And those of you that are out there making this happen, thank you so much for what you're doing. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, what is it that we're supposed to be doing? How do you know? This is the next part. Let's go into some numbers here. So, if you have not received a reading from me, a lot of times when you sit with me, for the first thing, I'm going to say, what's your birthday? I just need your date of birth, your month, and the day. That's what I need. Okay? So, when you're doing your birthday, I want you to get a piece of paper. We're going to do August 6th. I just picked a number randomly. So, write the number 8 for August, then write the number 6. Okay, so 8 and 6 is what? 14. So now you have the number 14, and then you are going to take what 2019 is. That was a 3, because August 6th hasn't happened yet. So you got to add that 3 in there. So now that's going to come to 17. So now you're going to take that 1 and 7 and add it together. 1 and 7 equals what? An 8. Okay. So because you're adding the previous year, because this hasn't happened yet, you're technically still in the 2019 energy of your birthday, because this is a 1 year cycle. So you're finding out what your 1 year birthday cycle is and the energy that's following that, what you are in, what you're moving into, what you're doing. So now this is an 8. So when we look at the 8, we're going to talk about that number, and then the number that you're moving into after the 8. When you say that 14 plus a 4 equals 18, so that 1 and 8 equals a 9. All right. So now you got that 9. What did I tell you about that 9? Okay. So let's look at what a life cycle, personal year energy, or what an 8 is. So a personal year of an 8 deals with money and rewards. This is a year of money. This is a year of hard work, financial payoff. This is a year you reap the rewards of all your hard work and what you have done over the last decade. If you have done little, you will receive little. Money matters will tend to go your way in a personal 8 year. If you buy something, you will buy it at a good price. If you sell something, you will receive a good price for it. Make sure to take a little bit of time off during the year to relax and unwind. Many people are inclined to overwork during a year 8 and experience health problems as a result. This is a year 8. Now, when your birthday comes around on August 6th, that simply means you are now moving into the next personal year cycle. So now you're going to be in the number 9. So number 9 means reevaluation, letting go, looking ahead. Okay, this is the final year of a 9-year epicycle. It is a reevaluation year. You will be looking back over the last 9 years and letting go of things that have outworn their use. It is never easy to let go of these things, so this may be a painful and a difficult task. You will also be looking ahead, figuring out where to go from here. During the year, you will be given a number of false leads, but in the last 3 months of the year, it will become much clearer as to where you want to go in the next 9 years. Okay, so in that final year of your 9 year, when your birthday comes around, because you're going into a 9 year, this is the time when you sit back and say, okay, this isn't working for me anymore. I don't like this anymore. I'm going to be in my truth. I'm going to say it like it is. This is what I'm doing. This is what I don't want to experience anymore. Da, 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 da. So whatever it is, this is the time you sit with yourself and reevaluate everything and look at that. That's what you do with those numbers. So let's take, for instance, a 1 and a 12. So that's a 13. And then that is going to be a 4. $112. Did I do that right? 13. 4 and a 4. What's an 8? Okay, got it. Okay. So if you have started off at the beginning of the year and say that you were in a number 7 year, a 7 year of this year, when you started your year, and if you started off in January, and whatever your birthday in January, add those numbers up. So hypothetically, let's do a January plus a 12, that's 13. That's going to be, I did that wrong. Yeah, no, that's going to be a 17. That's an 8. And then plus the 4, that's going to make it right there. And I did that still. I did that wrong. Hold on. 8, 2, 2. That's weird. I'm looking at something, guys. Hold on a sec. Interesting. Did we lose some time here? I'm not sure. That is too strange. That's really strange. What comes out to that 8? Okay, the cycle of an 8 number. Okay. So let's look at a personal year. We already talked about an 8. Let's look at the personal year of a 1. When you start with a personal year, number 1, you're talking about the new starts, enthusiasm, energy. So once again, add up your birthday, add it up. Add if it was a 2019, which is that number 3, or 2020 energy, that if you've already had your birthday already, so you're going to add that 2 and 2, and it's a 4. So add the number 4 to the sum of the number of your month and the birthday, not your birthday year that you were born. Don't include that. Okay. So once you add those numbers up, a personal year is a number 1, is the energy, is the enthusiasm. A personal year number 2 is when you're patiently waiting for things. You're trying to manage everything. This is a consolidation year. This is a time when you're really thinking about you have to be patient. And trusting your intuition is a 2. You're dealing with the energy of relationship, but it's a personal year number 2. A personal year number 3, you're dealing with the happiness and carefree. Anything that needs to be kind of taken a look at, you want to look at. You start new hobbies, new interests. Thank you, darling. Watching the things of a number 3 year. Now, a number 4 year, this is the one where it's hard work. You're looking at achieving your goals. So you're setting those goals and you're setting things into place and you want to achieve your goals. A year of a 5 personal year is change, the unexpected. This is the time when you're going to look at your career, your home, your partnership. Is this working? Is this not working? It's almost like the same like a 9, but a 9 is the completion year. Your 6 year is going to be all about dealing with home and family. Do we stay? Do we move? Do I want to come in and do what I need to do? What are some of the things with the home and family? What am I doing with the home and family? This is your personal 6 year. Your 7 year is when you're dealing with learning about wisdom, inner development. You're learning about your spirituality. You're going to ask questions about your spirituality. Hello, darling. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. You're going to ask questions about, what am I doing? The number 7 year is that sabbatical time. That's the time when you're taking a time and looking at everything. You're taking a time out. You're saying, okay, I need to reevaluate some of my spiritual things that I do. I was doing this doesn't fit anymore. Or now I'm doing this and this doesn't fit anymore. I'm feeling called to go study this. I'm feeling called to go study that. This is a time when people find out, I want to study yoga. I want to be in this type of thing. I want to fit into this. So you start moving into that. That's a personal year number 7. Now, always remember, that's your spiritual sabbatical getaway. I got to figure out myself type of thing. So you're getting away, you're getting into nature, you're getting into yourself. Your personal 8-year, I already told you, that's dealing with money and rewards. And when we hit that 9-year, that's dealing with the reevaluation of all the 9-year cycle of your personal cycle to find out if you were letting go of something or if you're going to keep it. Now, if you keep it, you're going to have that energy for a whole nother 9 more years. Okay? Until you decide, when you get to that 9th cycle, your personal year of a 9, to change something, to flip it out, to move it out, to get rid of it. So that's what that 9 is about. So the reason why I really wanted to bring some clarity into a 9 and talk about the numbers, talk about what they really mean. It's really good. Like I said, when you come to me and you have your reading with me, that's the first thing I ask. When's your birthday? Because if you come to me and start saying, I don't know what to do anymore, and I'm feeling like everything just got torn up from me and everything got ripped up, and I feel like I'm just there, nothing's making sense anymore. And I say, when's your birthday? And then you tell me your birthday, and then I add your numbers up. And if I see a number 9 or a 5, I'm going to say, well, honey, this is why it's happening. You got change. Or, oh, you're in rip up time. So it's time to reevaluate that and look at everything. And this is how you really go in and start paying attention to your personal year, paying attention to the energy. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Can we talk? Okay. So I already told you I got the message delivered to me today. And let me tell you, ever since I got that message, yes, I've been running a hot energy in my body, but there is something definitely going on with the sun. And every time when the sun does this dimming down or something passes in front of the sun, or if it gets like the cloud or something passes, I don't care what it's doing. Whatever it's doing, as soon as it happens, I literally feel this energy, and it's like, I'm like, whoa, what is that? And then it comes back bright again, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? So I need you all to pay attention to the sun energy. So when you get your messages, and sometimes our mind is thinking and saying, okay, well, I heard the song, I'm going to make this place your home. I'm like, okay, great. I'm thinking, okay, it's everything's going to fall into place and da-da-da-da. And it didn't happen in that way that I was thinking. And I go back to the song, and I'm going to make this place your home. Well, you're talking about this earth, my home? Well, that's a bigger thing for me to think about. Okay, fine. So sometimes when we get messages, it's not exactly how we want to hear it, but we got the message. The message was delivered. So this is what you do when you get the message. You take 3 days to sit with it. Okay? And in the 3 days, when you get the message delivered to you, this is how I was taught by my elders. And they say you sit with it for 3 days. So you're going to ask in the morning, you're going to do your prayer in the morning, and you're going to do your prayer, your meditation, you join up, you connect, and you say, okay, is this mine to do? Is this where you want me to be? Is this where I'm supposed to travel first? Is this where I'm supposed to go anchor in light first, or do this teaching here first? And then you pay attention throughout the day. Make notes, little notes, write it down. And then, oh, there he is again, the little Camaro. It's a lot of things be going on in the parking lot, and people be cruising through. Had a Fiero come through here. he was all, like, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, you get those messages and you make notes. So then at the evening time, when you go to bed, you say the prayer again and you connect and you say the prayer again. So when you say the prayer again and then you go to sleep, you pay attention to the messages of your dreams. Now, I don't know how many of you have been having some dreams, but let me tell you something. Pay attention to your dreams more than ever right now, because there are some serious messages being delivered. There are some serious interaction with other light beings that are coming through in your time of sleep. In your time of sleep. Laura Eisenhower had an incredible show on her YouTube channel I think a couple nights ago or something. And I actually watched it last night. The information that this host that they had on, that was what he was talking about, made so much sense to me. Okay, now what I'm about to talk about is going to get a little deep. Some people can handle this, some people cannot. If you are afraid of information that might jeopardize your humanness here of the Matrix, click off. Just leave. Just go. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 5, 1. Okay, done. All right. So, and I want you to look up the video. And I want you to watch it and just gather the information. Watch the video with an open mind. Now, that's Laura Eisenhower. I am not, if you know Laura Eisenhower, you know she's the granddaughter of Eisenhower. So she's been doing some incredible work. I've only met her one time in my lifetime, and I met her in Sedona when she was giving a teaching. She was giving a speech. So watch the video. And you'll know which one it is, because it'll be a Zoom presentation, and there's going to be like 2 people, 3 people are going to be on the Zoom, and it's going to have a lot to do with what we're experiencing right now. So when this man was talking, and he was talking about time, he was talking about how you can lose track of time. And when you lose track of time, thank you, darling, thank you. When you lose track of time, a lot of times, now I told you, this is going to get deep. And I remember one time I shared this with some people that I thought, would kind of understand what I was talking about. Because I get the strange looks from people when I say things. Now, in Be So Light, I share with you experiences, because sometimes all of us have experiences that we may not feel comfortable talking to other people about, because we don't want people to think we're crazy, or we need to be on Haldol and in the mattress room. Okay, so we have to be selective of what you share your information with like-minded people. You want to share it with like-minded people. Let's just put it that way. So you want to share it with people who are aligned with you. So this happened earlier this year, and when he talked about it, I said, holy Cholito. Last year, I was going through a lot of starlight visits. And when I say that, I mean starlight beings coming, talking to me, sharing with me a lot of healing modalities, waking up things so that I can help people here. And then when I get the information, I'm already being taught there, and I'm bringing it here to do things. It's multidimensional healing work. That's the best way I can describe it. But what happens, sometimes you can have dreams of being taken somewhere, okay? And they are so real to the point to where, and this is how you know it's real. It's not a dream. When you wake up and it still stays with you the whole entire day, you can't forget it. And then a week from now, you still remember the dream. And a month from now, you still remember the dream. A year from now, you still remember the dream. It wasn't a dream. It really did happen to you. So I've had a lot of things happen to me. I've met a lot of different beings on different dimensions and what they look like. And when this man was talking about his experience and talking about, like when they were talking about all these different things about Mars, how they were going to go up and they're going to do all of this sighting on Mars. And I said, we already did Mars. It's all dried up now because we messed that up. We couldn't get it right. And it just came out of my mouth and I go, I didn't know that. Well, there's validation in this man's story, what he's telling. So I found that fascinating. You know, it's like so many of us, it's like a game. You're going to get this story over here, this piece of the puzzle. This person over here is going to get a piece of the puzzle. And this one over here is going to get a piece of the puzzle. But now we're going to take, in somehow, some kind of way, we all are going to come together and put the puzzle together. And it's going to go click. Everybody has a piece of the puzzle to put together to get the answer that everyone is looking for. Okay? So one of the things that really got to me, and I was trying to figure it out, I lost track some kind of way of 2 years. I lost 2 years of time. Don't know how, but I know in the time when I got that download to work with the spiral light and to get those codes so I could start helping people get activated and working with that within my own activation and bringing that energy in, there was a huge shift of energy, of time lapse. Time was lost. And I remember several different things that had happened. I went and I told Manas, Dr. Manas at the time, and I share it with him. And he's funny, young and funny. He'll look at me and be like, okay, Felicia, what is going on? And I was like, okay, got to tell you something. Okay, got to tell you. And I love the fact that he's receptive, he's open, and I can tell him because one time something happened to me and I had a visit of these beings of light that came in, and my whole body got resurged and everything, because when he checked me through the pulse, I was going down. He was like, we got to get something going. You're not doing so well. And then after I had the download and the visit and the energy went through me, my energy was sky high. The pulse was better. My everything had changed, and he was able to see it, and he noted it. And he's like, what happened? And I told him what had happened to me. I told him about my visit. I told him what happened. And he was like, wow. And I said, yeah, I got new messages, new things to do. So the reason why I share this is because this man, when he shares his story, and it's an incredible story, but you got to be ready for it. So the way you get ready for receiving dimensional energy information, you need to drink some water, and you need to just wipe your mind and sit with an open heart and receive the message. Because a lot of us have the information that you need to hear, and we are just trying to align ourselves with the right time to get the information out so that you can hear it and your soul and your being can calibrate to bring it in so you can understand this information. So everything starts to make sense. So I was just couldn't stop listening to it because I was like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This makes a lot of sense on how I lost 2 years, 2 years of time. Somewhere I was still on another timeline of energy, but I recognized 2 years of time had passed me by and it was already this. And it was like I was catching up with it. And I was like, whoa, this is interesting. That this is what it means to be in these different timelines of energy, how they interlock, how they go intertwine, and then they swoop in, and then you're on another timeline. And another thing too that's going on, you're really going to see a high increase in. If you haven't experienced it yet, I've shared this before, but it's happening more now. Okay, say you take this pen and you go place it over there. Okay, you go and do something, blah 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 blah. You come back, you know the self on this timeline. Put the pen over here. Okay, put your keys over here. Put your cell phone over here. Put a clip over here. I don't care what it is. You put something over here. Then you come back to go get it, and it's not there. And you're tearing up everything looking for it. I just had this happen with an earring just the other day. I had my earring in and I said, okay, it came out. Where's the back of it? Couldn't find the back because I took it off and I was like, okay, in the kitchen, where's the back? Where's the backing? Couldn't find it. Checked the floor, couldn't find it. All over the counter, couldn't find it. I go into the bathroom, I'm brushing my teeth, checking, nothing. Couldn't find it. I said, okay, fine. I'm going to just let it go. I go in the next morning, get up, brush my teeth. There is the backing for the earring just sitting right there, right there, right there, right there on the counter, right there. And so I see it and I'm like, and I pick it up and I go, now I know for a fact your little butt was not sitting there last night because I brushed my teeth and I make it a habit to look at my counter and stuff and I know what's on it. You are sitting right there in front where I can see you. You're sitting right there. Okay? This is already happening to a lot of people. You put something down, you go back and it's gone. I had 2 tape measures and I used them, and this was like a couple months ago, to measure out a piece of wood thing to put in the window, and I had already measured. I put it in the drawer. I come back. I need the tape measure. A few days later, I go to the drawer. It's not there. I'm like, what the heck? I go and look into my toolbox where I have my tools and everything. I'm thinking, okay, it's in there because I have 2. I'll get the second one out of the toolbox thing. I go in there and check. Nothing. I open it. I dump it out. Nothing. It's not in there. I'm like, fine. I'm going to have to go to Ace Hardware to go get my stuff. I never make it to Ace Hardware. I just measure with my arm. So, well, it's about a middle finger here to the elbow. Yeah, it's right about there. So I said, forget it. I'll just do it way old school. So the next day, after I do the project, I go and open up the cabinet. I pull out the toolbox. Yeah. Are you ready for this? Both of the measuring things are sitting right on top inside the box, right on top. Now, how does that happen? I dumped the box out. I was looking for it, couldn't find it. Now here it is. They're sitting both on top. So I just stood there for a minute and I said, somebody's trying to gaslight me. I'm trying to be in a movie. Where's the camera? Looking around. There's got to be a camera around here somewhere. Someone's watching me. Who's watching me? So I stood there and I said, all right. So then I heard another YouTuber, and she's well known. She started talking about, yeah, I had my cell phone and I put it on the table next to my laptop, and I went back to go get my cell phone and it was gone. My mom was trying to call me. I hear a ringing sound. I go out and I look, and it's in the middle of the ground in my backyard. But none of us went outside. Nobody went outside. So she gets her cell phone. She comes back in. She calls her mom. She says, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. She's trying to blow it off. She puts it back on the table. She then does whatever she needs to do in the house. Her mom's calling her again. She looks for the phone. It's not there. She hears it. She goes back out. And there it is out in the backyard again, in the center on the lawn. So this is that multidimensional stuff that's going on. And I know for a fact some of you are having this happen and you're just brushing it off like, maybe I just forgot where I put that. No. You didn't forget. No. So I'm inviting you to watch Eisenhower's video that comes up. And it's utterly amazing. I'll leave the information at the bottom of what the program was, but it was just mind-blowing. And the reason why I share that with you is because you're going to experience a lot more of this, because as we keep shifting through all these dimensions, and you're literally doing this, it's like almost like watching that movie Interstellar. You keep shifting into those dimensions, and you'll do something on this dimension and come back. So one of the key factors he talks about, and I really want you to pay attention to when he talks about that, because your mind has to get what he's saying, and it has to click into that mind to get what he's saying. So imagine yourself, you're here on this Earth timeline, okay? You are in the present time, and say that you are 10 years old here. Okay, you're 10 years old here. But then you get taken through a different timeline, and it moves you 20 say right here, you're 10 years old, and you get taken off this timeline, and you get taken to a different timeline with a light beam, okay? This is 20 years ahead. Follow me? But you're still over here. You're still holding space here. And now you still come back, but it's only been 10 minutes that you were gone. But you were gone for like 20 years over here. It's mind snapping when you really listen to a story. And this is the same thing that happened to Da Vinci, the artist Da Vinci. When he went out, he went on a walk. He went out and went into this cave area. And when he went in there, he was gone for like almost 2 years. I think he was missing for like 2 years. Nobody knew what happened to him. And then all of a sudden, he just shows up out of nowhere. And he's thinking he was only gone for like 30 minutes or something, but he was gone for 2 years. And he comes back and he starts doing all of these drawings, these painted arts. And one of the drawings that he does is the last meal supper with Jesus. But if you go and look at the original art drawing of Da Vinci, and you really look at that, you will see some things in that original art drawing that you never seen before. And that you will see a reptilian. You will see how there was parts of that on the table, and then you'll see another one that was hiding in the back. And then there's the old story too, when you take the Mona Lisa and you put it together by a mirror, you can see a reptilian being. And this is what he had encountered when he went into this cave. It's like a big to-do story about Da Vinci, the Da Vinci coding. So it's all in his picture. He coded all of his artwork. He put hidden messages in his artwork. You can look it up on YouTube, and it'll kind of make you go, whoa, 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 whoa. So I just want to share that with all of you. Please take a listen to Laura Eisenhower. I really love her work. There's a lot of shifting going on. I'm yet not going to tell you exactly where I'm going to be. I'm only going to be in Shasta. I'm going to be there now for a week. And then I'm supposed to do a trip to another state. And then I'm supposed to go to possible Puerto Rico. I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting on information. So things are moving, and it's all about when you get that information and you have to go do your work. You have to go do it. And there are going to be some people that are not going to be very happy with me. I'm sorry. So sorry. But I'm doing it for the highest good. And this has been a really interesting journey these last few months, this whole year. The way it started off, it's been an interesting journey. But it's about to get really interesting next month. I'm not playing, people. We got to get ready, because you're going to see a lot of falsism stuff going on. Okay? You're going to see stuff. Try not to react. Get the information and decode it. Okay? When Trump is talking, pay attention to how he says something 2 and 3 times. Don't pay attention to his rhetoric. Get the information. Because if you're not understanding how to get code, you're missing it. I watched a snippet of something he was doing on the 7th when Melania had the talk, and he was talking code straight up. He says, yes, there will be things that'll be helpful, that'll be good for people's immune system, that will help them to stay healthy. Help them stay healthy. He said it twice. I was just like, he's not playing. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Please do your homework, do your research, keep your frequency high. I will be up in Mount Shasta. Friday is my last day here. And I'm excited that I got the information that I needed to hear. So it is on. It is on, and I'm excited about it. Smacking that butt, man. Here we go. All right. So be good to yourselves. Thanks for coming in to Be So Light. If you have any questions, please send them through my Instagram. Ask me there. That'll be easy. My webpage is going through some updates and everything. Oh, by the way, I had a nice gift. Beautiful. The artwork on these cards are amazing. I love, love, love the colors, the storyline. It's kind of like a circus type of thing, but it's like dreamy art. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty art. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Be good to yourselves. You're welcome. You're welcome. Get some rest. Please keep drinking your water. And if you're going to go watch that video by Laura Eisenhower, hold on a second. I'll get it so that you guys will know. Hold on. Because I don't want everybody to be saying, which one is it? I don't understand. She tells us to do these things and you put the link? No, I can't put the link in there. Because I'm not a good linker. I have a hard time linking. I need to master that. Give me some time. I will master that. Okay. Let me pull it up for you. So everybody's on the same page. It's amazing. Oh, look at that. On my phone, it shows me live. That's funny. Here it is. Nope, that ain't it. Hold on. That's the wrong one. Hold on. Here it is. Dark to light episode. So you're going to be looking for this right here. Whoops. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Okay, it's going to look like that. Eisenhower. Not too much light. Okay, so it's going to be called Dark to Light. So go to Laura Eisenhower. And you guys can take a look at this. And it's with David Rodriguez. And the Dark to Light episode is what you're going to want to watch. And it's called episode 002 with guest Tony Rodriguez. Okay, and it was 4 days ago when they did this post. And it's amazing. Okay, so take a look at it. And it's about an hour and 44 minutes. But it's worth it. Like I said, drink some water before you watch the video and sit with an open heart and non-judgment. Okay, because you got to remember, this is something you're going to be hearing that you don't hear every day. Okay, every day we're bombarded with other stuff. COVID, we're bombarded with taxes, we're bombarded with your diet, medicine, pills, all this stuff you're supposed to be doing. But then when you hear something outside the box, it kind of awakens your spine in a different way. Okay. All right. So I gave it to you. I delivered it. I shared my message. Yes, the universe has your number more than you know. And when they come a knocking to give you that information, you better be ready for it. That's all I got to say. All right, lovelies. I love you a lot. Be good to yourselves. Drink the water before you watch that program. Okay? So you can understand it. You can calibrate it. Be good to yourselves. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right. Be the love you want to see in the world. And those of you that are doing crazy stuff on here, your information's been sent off. Have a good day, though. All right. Have a good one. Love you all. Bye.